Good evening, folks. This is your friend Amechi Eke, and I count it another great privilege to talk about TBC this evening. I just want to feel free sharing my excitement, notwithstanding how difficult, how hard things may look like at times. But when we look at the reality on ground, we never want to give a damn, no matter the reason how people are looking at it or trying to give it various names. But what we are talking about now is the reason on how to get things going rightly. Okay, we never want to allow people who are just busy causing distractions here, who are just busy trying to dictate for TBC administrators how to go about building this community. We have come to see and be meant to understand that the admin has the very best alternative ways in trying to push it forward. So this is a clearing call, a shout out call to people that it is high time people disregard listening to naysayers, listening to those who don't know what they are talking about, listening to those who are confused or those whose mindset has been configured by the elite scarcity. So why we do that which we know how to do best, and that is talking about TBC. The time is gone that people should be allowed or just take it as a duty, continually always staring at their e-wallets, trying to see the magic happening there. It is not about magic or any form of magic happening in the TBC e-wallet. We are talking about how to bring in more members, how to make TBC reality. Sit down and think how you are going to innovate, bring something into being. Stop trying to reinvent wheels. Try and follow the simple truth, the simple tracks that have been given to us by TBC admin. So I was discussing with a guy today, and it's always good when you have an opportunity to talk to people about it. What Mben Derek have been teaching us is wonderful. And when we try to put it into practice, you see reasons why doing what you're asked to do and do it correctly. If you don't encounter challenges in whatever you're doing, that means you've never really started. You are yet to start. But when you go all out, you'll be made to face challenges in various ways. And when you are constantly being thrown different challenges, being hit all the corners, you'll be able to develop yourself and know how to handle it well. And that is the only way you can make a headway. If we are to see what admin has gone through on his own, admin has gone through so much, because using our interaction with people on daily basis or as often as we go about trying to tell others about TBC, we'll be able to understand that if admin, for him to must have gotten this opportunity to this very extent or this very idea, he must have had gone through much. So while we have our own opportunity of taking part in this building process, man, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be putting all our best in. It is not the best thing for one to stay put and wait for anything to happen. If you want to grow, do something that requires growth. Don't stay one place and wishing magic to happen. We are talking about how to lift this very huge project off the ground. And how is it going to happen? We've had it said severally that admin has done the best he can, the best he could for the community. It is now left for us now to drag this dream to the extent to reach the ultimate price of 1 billion. And that we cannot do sitting idle. That we cannot do just wishing and TBC is going to be this by this time next year. By this time next year, if you stay idle, nothing positive happens for you. But if you are to take the bull by the horn, stop listening to people who don't really understand the concept of what we are into. It is when you keep hold on that and when you constantly push forward, it is then you'll be able to bring them in, because they'll look at you after several attempts to bring you down and they don't succeed. They will start looking for ways to come in and really see that which has kept you glued to your opportunity. I learned that simple phrase or that simple sentence from Derek. He's such a wonderful guy. So while you are trying to do the best you can do about this community, sitting down and just wishing what the community is likely going to be or what will happen to it is not the best. Okay? Like those questions we answered during the verification process, we said that our voice matters. So if your voice matters and you answered yes to that, that your voice matters, and you come back and sit idle doing nothing, is your voice really making any difference? No. So for our voice to really matter in the community, we have to air it, we have to tell people about it, we have to share this opportunity, help people to get the gift, help people to come into the abundance by analyzing what they stand to gain. Yes, we are giving people a whole lot, but it does not make any sense. We sit back and wish things to happen. Nothing happens without any action. So the best we can do is to help people, for them to come into the community and explain things to them. Don't go about lying to them and telling them that if you do this, magic will start happening, you start catching it to bank. We have made it to clearly stand out that we don't need a bank. Okay? We don't need any form of bank. TBC itself is bank. Blockchain is bank. Kringle Society is more than any type of financial sector you can think of. So let's be happy. Let's be proud of what we have. Let's go on out and let people feel the force of what we have. So sometimes I feel like not just keeping quiet because you see me talk slowly. But other times when I realize how messy the whole situation is, you be moved to talk and let people know that sitting idle is not going to help anyone. Rather, when we realize the fact that action is needed, is necessary for us to get the community moving forward, we dare not look at anybody or how they are looking at it or whatever be their mindset. They have the right to reason, they have the right to their own belief system, but we also have a right. Okay? I discussed some important ideas about how people used to look at things. And sometimes they use fear motivation to just hold people back from really living their life. Say, look, this thing I'm giving to you, or for you to belong in this very community, if you don't do this, if you don't get people to join you, anybody who is not in your own path is against you, or things like that. But those are just fear motivation that really doesn't hold any water. Okay? When you know that you have something reasonable, something viable as TBC, you should not entertain any doubt whatsoever. It's either the people who you are bringing in are open to new opportunity, or they just want to remain where they are. And it's just a matter of time before you know it. If you don't give up in trying to help them to see the opportunity they're relying, you see them trying to see, oh, so this thing is really like this, and I've been wasting my time, I've been listening to so and so person without being humble enough to pay attention and follow things up. What are we saying? The point is very plain, it's very open. People are going to make mess of you. People are going to look at you as if you are running mad. People are going to look at you as if you are talking rubbish. But one thing I want to assure you is this. Take your time and explain the little you know about TBC. Don't add, don't subtract to a learned person. The person picks it up from you, because by the time you say one or two words in line with the alignment, TBC alignment, the person will quickly pick those points that yes, this is, and the person usually build from that. I've encountered that severally. I have even brought into TBC someone who understands it more than me. Someone who is even telling me that look at the best way to go about it. But this is someone I trained. So you see, immediately people are exposed to a great opportunity as just such as this, and the unending resources for learning, meeting so many people, meeting great minds. Okay, those ones, when they see it, you find out that the experienced ones do much better in this community than those who are just coming in for because of I want to make money. TBC is way too far, much more than money, because here money is not really your problem, TBC. Money doesn't dictate what you want to do because it's freedom. When you hear of abundance, TBC is abundance. And helping people to look at reality using TBC mode of operation, the concept, anybody who comes into it and is humble enough to really read through and understand, they are always full of praises. So, wow. So, this is something like this is in existence. I was moved almost to tears some few days back. I was talking to one elderly man about TBC. He's a TBCian anyway. He told me that he promised his children and grandchildren that he was going to make them millionaires before his death. That was some 6 7 years back. He said, but he told me that look, he don't even know how he was going to do that. He just know that he believed what he said, but how he's going to go about it, he never knew. Because according to him, they suffered a whole lot. They were poor. But when TBC comes along, this man jumped in, and as you can see today, he has accounts for all his children and even grandchildren. So when we were talking, he said that look, this is the way that an answer was given to his prayers that he prayed some 6 7 years back, that he was going to establish his children and even grandchildren, not even knowing that something, a vehicle that will lead him to do that, is on the way. So people should learn how to believe in themselves. Believing in yourself does not mean you just start believing ignorantly. No, look at what is happening, follow things the way they are, and look at the reality on ground. Okay? When you listen to people talking about TBC, sometimes when you listen to Randy Wilson, you will see him all out. Stephen Coffey, the same thing. And Derek, all over the place. Dan Lewis, and many others. They are uncountable. Different languages. Look at what Peter Kumar is doing in India, Bangladesh community, and everything. So those who are bent on trying to scam people with TBC, they don't understand it. Because if they do, they will not be doing what they're doing. If they don't really understand what TBC is, they will concentrate on giving instead of trying to take the little that people have. Okay? This is a very big opportunity. An enormous one as that. Okay? When you learn inside out, understand that you are in for a great opportunity such as TBC, I don't think anything will prevent you from helping people to know the beauty of getting involved in it. So friends, feel free to let people know how you feel about TBC. Stop waiting, stop sleeping, stop opening your e-wallet day in and day out thinking that magic is going to go, that the money will just start falling out from it. No. Talk to people about it and see money come to you. Okay? Even if you're not seeing money today, don't worry, because by the time you succeed in helping a new member sign up, your account is also reflecting that. So what are we wasting time for? Let's do the best we can. Let's move all out. Let's get TBC established. Let's show people that we have the best opportunity. We are not missing word. We are not trying to cajole them or trying to say things just to win. No. If you have something better than TBC, bring it to the table and let us see. But as far as I'm concerned, let's tell ourselves the simple truth. TBC is a new way. TBC is a vehicle. TBC has come up to give power to people because the fiat exchange, okay, the elite monetary system has done so much bad to people. But when you are trying to help them to really see the freedom that TBC is giving to them, some may not really see what you're talking about. But with time, and if you don't relent, we'll be seeing how they're getting the point and understanding the concept. So, thank you for just paying attention for this little opportunity we have to talk together. And when next we meet, I remain Amici. Please like my channel and do subscribe as we continue to do what we know how to do best. Thank you and goodbye for now. Bye.